Hey guys, it's Paul. Welcome to this week's video. Now you can see a very nice Nissan Silvia right behind me. But the truth is that this time I am not alone. Okay, there we are. This is the newest addition to our Trust KIKAKU team, to the overseas department to be specifically. And yeah, so please welcome our newest colleague and let him introduce himself.
Good day all. My name is Ken. I am questionably human, questionably American, around 420 years old, and I am hoping to serve you in all of your car parts, etc. buying needs.
Okay, yeah, so that's Ken. And the truth is, this very nice Nissan Silvia is his personal car. So let Ken give us a walk around it.
Okay, I am going to do that, Paul, but before I do, you made a mistake in our introduction. You said this is a Nissan Silvia several times. It's not. This is a GTR.
Oh, sorry.
This is a GTR.
It says that GTR.
This is a GTR.
Oh, sorry,
no,
sorry.
But you probably still don't believe me that this is a GTR, so let me prove it to you. Go ahead, you can pick up the cam. Come, take a closer walk with me.
Okay.
Let's have a look. See?
Oh! Now, I might not be seeing right, but I think it says RB26 right here.
Mm-hmm. And that it does. This is actually, it's painted to look like an R33 engine. This is actually an R34 engine,
okay.
From a V-Spec 1. And I actually bought this engine some years ago, maybe it was 8 or 9 years ago, from Trust KIKAKU.
Okay, that's some history right there.
So I bought this engine some years ago, and I transformed a lowly Silvia into, well, I guess I don't want to call it a GTR because that would be posing, but I would say it's pretty close. Not just the engine, everything is pretty different to a stock S15. Okay. Transmission is from an ECR33. The rear diff is from a Gloria or a Cedric or something like that. It has a 4.36 final gear ratio. The drive shaft is custom. It's got some stuff in the interior, lots of who's-its and what's-its going on. Now, maybe you know, maybe you don't know, Paul, but I have a very small carbon fiber parts manufacturing company.
Yeah, I think I did hear something about that.
You've heard that before? And so I'm going to do a little bit of aegyo. This is, I'm making these kinds of parts. This is a carbon Kevlar hood that I produced myself. It was made in what used to be my living room.
Okay.
And now it is a parts manufacturing room. But these parts here, and the whole airbox I made myself. I'm working on a bumper right now. Again, it's sitting in the middle of my house. I have a front splitter I'm working on right now. So lots of things going on. Basically stock engine, stock internals, HKS, GTSS turbos. Has been dynoed at 480-ish horsepower. So it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it moves, it gets up a hill, it moves out of its own way. That's not too bad. Nismo thing, and you got some Gretty stuff here, and you know, these kinds of things are what people like to see. The brakes, they look like GTR Brembos from far away. They are not GTR Brembos. Those are Evo 7 calipers and rotors. The rear brakes are WRX STI. Looks like a GTR Brembo. It's actually, it bolts on the STI brake to the Nissan hub, but there's a little bit of pad overhang, and so I'm changing it to a GTR rear. So I'm going to have GTR brakes on the rear, but right now I have the STIs. Wheels, Nismo LMGT4. What else have we got? We got one of these things here. So This is a V-Spec 2 R34 diffuser. That's a genuine one. I bought it split in half and I repaired it, and this was the start of my carbon fiber company, learning how to fix this silly overpriced thing. These fins actually I made myself.
Okay, that's pretty impressive right here.
Thank you, thank you.
Look at this.
This is what it is. Exhaust is Vibrant Performance from the US, so we got some USDM represent and all that kind of stuff. These are actually Flow Performance, which is a company out in Australia. They make really great stuff. Side skirts, front lips, things like that. The shifter is also, well, why don't we get in the car? Would you mind taking the seat in the passenger side?
Not at all.
Go for it. Okay, did you get the coffee?
I think so.
Okay,
but
best coffee in the world, 7-Eleven coffee. I have to represent the brands that keep me fed. We'll go ahead and start the engine so you can see what's going on here. And if you'll have a look here at this display, again, I told you it was a GTR. So we'll get that back up. So as you can see, this car has an R34's MFD installed. Of course, I did this myself, and no one will do this for me. This is back when MFDs were cheap. I bought a set of boards, I took them apart, and I put them in here.
Okay.
So I did all the wiring myself. This car is installed with a Link ECU, doesn't have the factory computer, so the Link ECU board is actually installed in the factory casing. The tuning was done by GP Sports, which is a company in Ibaraki. A lot of the work on the car was done by Sakamoto Engineering, which is a good friend of mine who runs a shop. The shifter is a Cube Speed shifter. It's a company out of Australia. Really, really great shifters. It sort of mimics the feel of the R34 Getrag 6-speed shifter, but this is a 5-speed ECR33 transmission. What else have we got here? There's a thing that I made. This is all carbon fiber. And then one of my favorite parts of this car is, if you look here where the clock used to be, that's the air-fuel ratio. This is the intake temperature, boost gauge, the fuel pressure, oil pressure, water temp, and I usually keep it on the speed so I can watch myself, make sure I'm not getting myself into any trouble. This is actually a system that I produce myself. So I'm making these, and I'm not selling them anymore, but maybe if you ask me very nicely, something could be arranged.
Okay, now this is amazing.
Thank you. It's all right.
It's really hard to find any other words. It's just simply amazing, and I mean, it's hardcore.
Thank you. Thank you.
No.
I try to keep it hardcore for all my people in the streets.
Let's get out and give one last look at the engine bay. Yeah, so definitely amazing car, definitely amazing new addition to the team. So we'll be seeing more from Ken in the future. And for this will be it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Yeah, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.